Some fairy tales begin with once upon a time. Some end with happily ever after. And some just throw away the book.
It's a twist on the Cinderella tale.
Meet Ella. Thanks to a magical gift gone wrong, she's forced to be the most obedient girl in the kingdom.
Just admit you're stupid and don't know what you're talking about.
I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's a fairy tale with tongue in its cheek, pretty firmly.
Oh, I really need to find my godmother and get her to take back the curse.
Very hip, accessible, medieval road trip.
Show me a map of the forest.
Of course.
Whoa, cool trick.
She falls in love, and it's just very charming.
Prince Charmant?
No, please, call me Cha.
Hi, I'm Anne Hathaway,
And I'm Hugh Dancy.
and we are very excited about our new film, Ella Enchanted, which is based on the best-selling novel by Gail Carson Levine. Now, Ella Enchanted is a classic fairy tale about a modern young lady who, at birth, is given a gift that turns out to be more like a curse.
So, actually, Anne, I think the film is really more about the charming Prince Cha.
Well, the film is titled Ella Enchanted.
Well, yes, but I think that refers to Ella's enchantment with the prince.
Well, why don't we let them decide?
I think we should tell it like it is.
Okay. There. Now, over the next half an hour, we will go behind the scenes and explore how the world of Ella Enchanted came to life.
We will look at the movie soundtrack with music from Jesse McCartney, Raven, Kelly Clarkson, and Bryan Adams.
And we will even let you in on the secret of how people, giants, ogres, and elves can coexist.
What I liked about the story was it sort of took an old-fashioned fairy tale and turned it on its end and made it much more about girl power.
Elves, giants, ogres, and humans used to exist in harmony. But when King Florian was killed, allegedly, by an ogre, Sir Edgar saw it as an opportunity to exile all non-human creatures to the forest, keeping their land for himself. Ella is a very spunky, free-spirited young woman with a very, very good head on her shoulders.
In all those old fairy tales, the girl's usually powerless. And here was something about a girl who not only has to make choices, but also has to save the kingdom.
What do you think you're doing to that poor elf?
Oh, who says she'll think she's so tough?
Look, I think it's only fair to warn you that I'm practiced in the ancient art of origami.
Paper folding?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't know what that was.
I wish I'd grown up on a fairy tale like this. Ella's kind of empowerment and how sassy and cool this girl is.
Ella is forced to do everything she's told to do.
Basically, when she was little, she was given a fairy gift, as all the children in the kingdom are, except she sort of got the demented fairy in the kingdom.
Ella Frel, I give you the gift of obedience. Now go to sleep. Now, wake up. Isn't it wonderful?
No, it's terrible.
She has to do exactly what she's told, has lots of funny consequences.
Ella, come practice your mandolin.
Fine, but I'll take my own sweet time doing it.
Hurry up now.
Nobody wants you here. I do. Bite me.
When her mother dies, she's really left on her own.
She has an evil stepmother come into her life with some rather cruel stepsisters.
And you must be Ella.
Pleased to meet you.
Yes.
The two daughters discover that poor Ella has had this curse and then manipulate her by making her do things that she doesn't want to do.
What's this? I do actually like this.
Please don't touch it. It was my mother's.
Can I have it?
No.
Oh. It can be your welcome gift to me. Come on, hand it over. Oh. Aren't you accommodating?
Completely exploit it, and I get her to do all sorts of nasty things, and I get her into trouble.
Take those.
Please don't make me do this.
Oh, well, since you said please, no. Take them. Take them! Run!
She realizes she really needs to kind of get rid of it and take her life into her own hands.
It's about her basically finding herself. She has to break this curse.
In her efforts to get rid of this gift, she stumbles across me, or our paths meet.
Sorry about that. Occupational hazard. Allow me.
You don't need your chivalry. Thanks. And I've no intention of curtsying either, so forget it.
He just really likes her for who she is, which is this feisty, opinionated, energetic young woman.
Charming. Why don't you do what your people usually do? Steal my land and destroy my livelihood. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait a second. Come back here.
Huh?
What is your name?
Ella, a Frau.
Well, Ella of Frel. You're the first maiden I've met who hasn't swooned at the sight of me.
So they become friends, which is really important, and they become equals.
She spends the whole story trying to get rid of this spell, but in the meantime, she falls in love with this prince.
I think you're gonna be a great king someday. Your father would have been proud.
Kiss me. That wasn't an order, you know?
I know.
Music is a very important part of this film.
You even sing a couple of classic songs that have a new twist yourself.
Yeah, I do.
And she was very good.
Thank
I think music plays a huge role in this movie. There's a lot of contemporary music and a lot of contemporary dance, and it's an opportunity for our characters to actually break into song. We teamed up Anne Hathaway with Jesse McCartney.
My little sister loved Princess Diaries, and she's a huge Anne fan. But I didn't know she could sing. I had no idea. But she was great. She sounded awesome.
Jesse is a terrific singer that has the #1 song on Radio Disney right now.
They did a great job with the song. It was really like an old classic, and they made it sound real contemporary.
Not Just Make Believe was a song written specifically for Ella Enchanted by a guy named Russ DeSalvo, and Carrie Kimmel is a fantastic new artist who just did a great job bringing that song to life.
Growing up, my favorite fairy tale was Cinderella. It's Not Just Make Believe is a song that's very fun, very up-tempo, and I think it's the kind of song that puts you in a good mood. It was my first time making a music video, and it was a lot of fun. It was kind of like a bedroom singing with lots of pink and blue. So it was really cool.
Believe the voice inside of you. Live out your dreams and make them true.
A young songwriter, Andrea Romanda, came to me with the idea to write the song, If You Believe, which is obviously a love song. And we just incorporated words and things that have been sort of brought up through the film.
Wishes can come true.
It's all about if you believe in yourself, and that's really the main theme of the song and what we wanted to portray, this great message for children. So when we say, through your eyes you helped me see, it was really talking about her mother, because it was her mother that says to her in the film, if you listen to the voice within you, you can overcome anything.
What's inside you is stronger than any spell.
With your love, you set me free. Wishes can come true.
Bryan Adams to work with was a real pleasure. Everything comes so naturally to him, the way he writes, and it was really amazing to watch, you know, someone like him just come up with brilliant ideas, and you can see, you know, how he's done it all these years.
One of the most exciting things about this for me was to help a new talent, and I think she's a really exceptional new songwriter and a great singer.
True to your heart, it must be true to your heart.
Raven is an artist that has a show on the Disney Channel who wanted to have a song and participate, and we felt it was great to have her part of the film.
The song that I sang for the Ella Enchanted soundtrack is True to Your Heart, which was originally sung by Stevie Wonder at 98 Degrees. I didn't want to, you know, stray too far away from the original because he's a genius, and you really can't make it better than what he does. So I just kind of you know, put my own little thing to it. I just...
When you're true to your heart, I know it's gonna lead you straight to me.
Not only is it romantic, I think it's also just a girl empowerment song as well.
That's when the heavens will part.
I think it's also about self-esteem, you know, if you stay true to your heart and believe in yourself and just, you know, are very comfortable with yourself, the other person will love you just as much as you love yourself, so.
I love you.
I know it's gonna lead you straight to me.
Jump 5 is an emerging group that a lot of kids know. Remaking the classic Walking on Sunshine. The song is really given new life, and I think it's one of the best songs on the record and in the movie.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa,
We thought it'd be great if we made a record that was full of music that kids would love and the parents would love as well.
If you enjoy films, you are probably interested in learning how movies are made.
So we're going to show you. Creating the magical world of Ella Enchanted relied on the hard work of many people, including production designers, costumers, and a talented crew.
But when it came to creating a world with giants, ogres, and elves, we called upon the know-how of some very clever people known as visual effects artists.
It is a visual effects film.
There he is.
It's complicated by all these mystical creatures. We've got a unicorn, we've got giants, we've got elves, ogres.
How do?
And there's magic involved.
We shot the giants, and we had a little doll. We sort of moved the doll around.
I'm going to be talking to a little puppet. And then you know, in front of the blue screen, it's going to be different too because I'm all by myself.
And then after we shot all that, we had Anne and Hugh and Aiden. They did all their stuff on the blue platform, and then we stuck it all together.
What's in it for me?
That your eyeballs remain inside your head?
Now, Heston. We like these girls.
I'm a snake, remember?
The thing about animatronics is that very little is bought off the shelf.
We started out with a rubber snake that we put in, but it looked so silly, so we decided to do it digitally.
So later on, the tongue will be added to it, the eyebrows will sort of furrow.
I am the ogre, Nish. How do you like to be eaten? Baked? Boiled? Shish kebabbed?
The ogres are costumed characters which have prosthetic makeup.
Furthermore, excuse me, what is going on here?
Well, can we at least take him to go?
Put the nice man down.
We used baboons as a new original source to build a suit that would change the shape of our actors to look sort of ape-like, but at the same time fantasy-like and have that fairy tale kind of ogreish quality to them. and then use makeups to change their faces, yet still maintain the personality of the actor that was behind it. And then redefining their anatomy with things like gloves, which are sculpted in the shape of hands, feet, which are much, much bigger than the real feet.
Cut! Because we were in such a fairy tale world, it gives you a lot of leeway to play with color and set design, so you can make things slightly unrealistic.
So it's medieval with a sort of modern slant to it in a way. There's lots of references to it, and once you've got that reference and research done, then you can just have fun with it.
The greatest thing on this film was walking onto those sets. So, you know, you'd shoot on a set for a few days, and then you'd be excited because I'd know there was going to be another really cool set to explore.
We can start up and sort of settle with them. You want to try that? Can we look at that then?
This director is very visual, so there was a lot of contact through drawings. He is a rare thing in a director, which is he understands drawings.
So we decided with each character we'd sort of follow a theme.
The elves are all green and leaf-like. The giants are sort of woody, and the ogres are organic. The fairies also, because they never wanted Victorian fairies. They always wanted rather hip, modern fairies. The giant shoes are done from army boots. We've gone very hip, very much more modern. This isn't going to look like anything else you've ever seen, because it's not come from anything. It's come from complete imagination, just building on that, and then mixing it in with the medieval period, and also trying to get a very modern slant on it.
I want peace in the kingdom as much as anyone.
We shot in Ireland, which is an incredibly beautiful country.
Ireland was the right place because of its tradition of magic and the belief in wee folk and fairies and leprechauns. You have these vast skies, these incredible hills. No set could compare to this location.
As you can tell, there are a lot of great actors in this film who play a variety of quirky characters.
We have actors such as Minnie Driver, Vivica A. Fox, Joanna Lumley,
Hugh Dancy, Parminder Negra, Heidi Klum, and of course, Carrie Elwes, who plays Char's evil uncle.
Ella Frel, hi, how you doing?
Everybody was very much in agreement as to who they wanted for the cast, and particularly Anne.
I'd seen Anne in The Princess Diaries, and I thought she was pretty amazing in that.
We were looking for sort of a young Lucille Ball or Carol Burnett, somebody who had beauty, brains, and wasn't afraid of doing physical comedy.
Freeze!
Put your hands together. You're under arrest.
She's very, very funny, and she's very brave.
I've never been tied up before, and I'm like,
How do you haven't lived?
She's a very gifted comedian. She doesn't try and sell it as a gag. She makes it natural. That's why she's so good to act with.
I think that there's been a big mistake here. See, I'm pro-ogre.
Pro-ogre.
Absolutely. I led a rally on your behalf the other day. Maybe you heard about it.
Even when we were doing a fight scene, she just went down into the splits. And I went, okay, she can sing, she can dance, she can act, she's beautiful, and she can do the splits. I don't think it's fair, really.
Yes, I get to sing in this film.
Sing!
I even said, hey, Anne, if you do Ella, don't you want to sing and dance? And at the time, she said, no, I couldn't do that in a movie.
So I kind of said thanks, but no thanks.
But then, of course, once we got her to Ireland,
He eventually kind of twisted my arm and convinced me that it was the right thing to do, and made me feel better by choosing a truly great song, which is Somebody to Love by Queen.
Got no feel, I got no rhythm. I just keep losing my beat. I'm okay, I'm alright. She's alright, she's alright. There's no defeat. I just gotta get out of this prison cell. One day I'm gonna be free, Lord. Somebody
She's a born performer. Once you put that microphone in front of her and then put a spotlight on her, she just goes to town. She's incredible.
Somebody to love.
You, Nancy, I think, is going to be the next huge heartthrob.
We went to London and auditioned him. And just like, oh my God. I mean, he was so perfect. You know, it's like a young Hugh Grant. He's so handsome, but so elegant and princely. You know, he's an Oxford graduate. He's very gracious. He's very intelligent, and he's very courtly.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh?
I have many.
Oh.
I'm kidding. You shouldn't believe everything you read in Medieval Teen.
He's just so charming and well-read and articulate and funny and down-to-earth. He's a fantastic person.
This is Ella. Ella of Frel. Ella, this is my Uncle Edgar.
Carrie Elways, we love.
Remember, image is everything.
It was great to bring Carrie into this film since he played the young hero in The Princess Bride. So we thought it might be just a little bit ironic to make him that sort of, you know, mustache-twirling villain.
It's good to see that school hasn't filled his mind with political aspirations.
Yes.
Still, you had better keep an eye on him, just in case.
He's got a kind of manic energy which he seems to channel into what he does. He becomes far more controlled when he's actually acting.
I hope you found everything to your satisfaction.
Yes, thank you.
Good, good. Oh dear, how clumsy of me. Pick it up. Very good. Now touch your toes.
Oh! Oh, no.
Oh, yes. And while you're about it, why don't you pat your head and rub your tummy at the same time? Now jump up and down. Oh, this is fabulous!
It's a fun character, it really is. It's I get to have all the fun scenes, you know.
Once we had our principal cast together, we really had the goal of building a really eclectic international cast.
Ouch! Wow! Whew. What the? This isn't the salad bar at Frelli's.
Lucinda! Lucinda!
Vivica Fox is so funny. You know, we wanted somebody who had real sparkle and real pizzazz, and she's got such an incredible, oversized, fabulous personality that she just brought a whole, you know, huge dimension to that character.
Let's talk about that costume. I didn't imagine her looking anything like I ended up looking. It made a girl get up every morning and do her crunches and watch what I eat, that's for sure.
Aren't I fabulous? Now look at you. A pretty girl like you should be at the ball.
What? Go get down with the prince.
Excuse me. I must go and prepare the vat of bleach for Hattie's mustache.
Minnie Driver has a certain elegance and otherworldly quality about her, so we thought she would make a great fairy godmother.
As you know, I'm not the most talented fairy. Anyway, this book is my boyfriend, Benny.
Hey!
I've never seen anything like this.
I know no one has. And I don't want them to, because then they might take him away.
Yeah, I'm a rubbish fairy. I'm rubbish. I can't, none of my spells work. You know, it's sort of charming.
I was just trying to spell to trim his hair, and it went a little askew.
I would have left her ages ago, except I love her so darn much, plus I have no legs.
I love you too, my little Pookie Pages.
Not as much as I love you, Cuddle Buns.
Ooh, I loved you more.
Okay, lots of love. Moving on.
Parminda Nagra, who plays Ella's best friend, Arita, is such a wonderful actress.
Why do you always do what Hattie tells you to do?
I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Tell the truth.
She had just finished Bend It Like Beckham, and I just thought she was great.
A felon in my own family. I could die from embarrassment.
Joanna Lumley, who plays Dame Olga, who had been so great in Absolutely Fabulous, Ab Fab. She's just so funny. Heidi Klum is one of our giants.
I have a small part. My name is Broomhilda, and I'm falling in love with a little elf, which I think would look quite funny because the giants are really, really big. So I'm talking to someone that is really, really down on the floor, and I'm super tall.
You're much prettier than I would have expected.
Oh, I know. Giants are supposed to be big, ugly, and mean. It's because of stories like Jack and the Beanstalk. I've never said fee, fi, fo, fum in my whole entire life. Stinking Grimm brothers.
We wanted different flavors in the movie and felt that all these different people would bring that.
We had so many different nationalities that everyone was included. And I think our kids really need to see movies like this.
Beautiful locations, talented actors, wonderful music. What else could be missing?
Our fearless leader. Bringing a movie to life would not be possible without the vision of a director.
Tommy O'Haver created this movie with his vivid imagination.
Tommy O'Haver, I adore him.
So now, yeah, it's immediately this.
He's brought such a unique perspective to a fantastic story, and he made it a very hip, accessible movie.
He's got a very good sense of humor in the absolute worst situations.
Oh, watch out! You're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Tommy really has the appropriate sensibility for this project.
You don't have to react to them. No.
It's funny, it's silly.
It has a very relaxed atmosphere on the set, so that translates into the work, I think.
Certain directors match certain projects, and this is very much a Tommy O'Haver spirit.
I wanted to make a movie that reminds me of my childhood and the movies I used to love to go and see.
At times it's a romance, at other times it's slapstick. That's what I like about it.
One of the reasons we were able to really kind of do whatever we want with that is because it is a fantasy.
That this movie just lets you go to the land of make-believe, and you have a good time, and you believe in magic, and you just get to get away.
It's about someone finding their heart. It's very beautiful in that sense.
What Ella learns is to respect her own opinion, to make her own decisions. It's a real story of liberation.
Thank you for watching the behind-the-scenes look at our new film.
Really had a fantastic time making it. Hope you have as much fun watching it.
So look out for Ella Enchanted opening in theaters everywhere April 9th.
Some fairy tales begin with once upon a time, some end with happily ever after, and some just throw away the book.
It's a twist on the Cinderella tale.
Meet Ella. Thanks to a magical gift gone wrong, she's forced to be the most obedient girl in the kingdom.
Just admit you're stupid and don't know what you're talking about.
I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's a fairy tale with tongue in its cheek, pretty firmly.
Oh, I really need to find my godmother
and get her to take back the curse. Very hip, accessible medieval road trip. Show me a map of the forest.
Of course.
Oh, cool trick. She falls in love and it's just very charming.
And charmant?
No, please, call me Chuck.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kimmel.
And I'm Jesse McCartney, and we are here at the Ella Enchanted premiere in New York City.
Over the next half hour, we're going to introduce you to the stars of Ella Enchanted and other celebrities who came out for the premiere.
We're also going to take you behind the scenes of the film Ella Enchanted, inspired by the best-selling novel from Gail Carson Levine.
You may wonder why we are taking you on this journey.
We're on the movie soundtrack, along with Raven, Kelly Clarkson, Jump 5, and Bryan Adams.
So sit back and relax while we take you on a magical ride through Ella Enchanted.
What I liked about the story was it sort of took an old-fashioned fairy tale and turned it on its end and made it much more about girl power.
Elves, giants, ogres, and humans used to exist in harmony. But when King Florian was killed, allegedly, by an ogre, Sir Edgar saw it as an opportunity to exile all non-human creatures to the forest, keeping their land for himself.
Ella is a very spunky, free-spirited young woman with a very, very good head on her shoulders.
In all those old fairy tales, the girl's usually powerless.
What do you think you're doing to that poor elf?
And here was something about a girl who not only has to make choices, but also has to save the kingdom.
I think it's only fair to warn you that I'm practiced in the ancient art of origami.
Paper folding?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't know what that was.
It was reinventing the myth a little bit.
No, rabbit punch!
When she was little, she was given a fairy gift, as all the children in the kingdom are, except she sort of got the demented fairy in the kingdom.
Ella Frel, I give you the gift of obedience. Now go to sleep. Now, wake up. Isn't it wonderful? No, it's terrible.
When her mother dies, she's really left on her own.
She has an evil stepmother come into her life with some rather cruel stepsisters.
And you must be Ella.
Pleased to meet you.
Yes.
The two daughters discover that poor Ella has had this curse and then manipulate her by making her do things that she doesn't want to do.
Take those. Please don't make me do this.
Oh, well, since you said please, no. Take them. Take them!
She realizes she really needs to kind of get rid of it and take her life into her own hands.
It's about her basically finding herself. She has to break this curse.
Her efforts to get rid of this gift, she stumbles across me, or our paths meet.
Ow!
Shush, shush, shush!
Sorry about that. Occupational hazard. Allow me.
Don't need your chivalry. Thanks. And I've no intention of hurt-seeing either, so forget it.
He just really likes her for who she is, which is this feisty, opinionated, energetic young woman.
What is your name?
Ella, a Frau.
Well, Ella of Frel. You're the first maiden I've met who hasn't swooned at the sight of me.
She spends the whole story trying to get rid of this spell, but in the meantime, she falls in love with this prince.
I think you're gonna be a great king someday. Your father would have been proud.
Kiss me. That wasn't an order, you know?
I know.
Music is a very important part of this film.
There are some classic songs that you and your parents will love that have a new modern twist.
And I totally love your song. It's not just make-believe.
Thanks. I really love your song, Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Let's take a look.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I couldn't if I tried. I think music plays a huge role in this movie. There's a lot of contemporary music and a lot of contemporary dance, and it's an opportunity for our characters to actually break into song. We teamed up Anne Hathaway with Jesse McCartney.
My little sister loved Princess Diaries, and she's a huge Anne fan. But I didn't know she could sing. I had no idea. But she was great. She sounded awesome.
Oh, honey, if I get restless.
It's Not Just Make Believe was a song written specifically for Ella Enchanted by a guy named Russ DeSalvo, and Carrie Kimmel is a fantastic new artist who just did a great job bringing that song to life.
Growing up, my favorite fairy tale was Cinderella. No, I think it's the kind of song that puts you in a good mood.
true to your heart. It must be true to your heart.
Raven is an artist who really enjoyed the movie and wanted to have a song and participate, and we felt it was great to have her part of the film.
The song that I sang for the Ella Enchanted soundtrack is True to Your Heart, which was originally sung by Stevie Wonder and 98 Degrees. I didn't want to, stray too far away from the original because he's a genius, and you really can't make it better than what he does. So I just kind of put my own little thing to it. I just...
When you go true to your heart, I know it's gonna lead you straight to me.
We thought it'd be great if we made a record that was full of music that kids would love and the parents would love as well.
If you're like me, you're always wondering how movies are made.
We're gonna show you the world created by production designers, costumers, a talented crew, and some clever visual effects artists.
There he is. We shot the giants, and we had a little doll, and we sort of moved the doll around.
I'm going to be talking to a little puppet. And then in front of the blue screen, it's going to be different too because I'm all by myself.
And then after we shot all that, we had Anne and Hugh and Aiden. They did all of their stuff on the blue platform, and then we stuck it all together.
I am the ogre, Nish.
The ogres are costumed characters which have prosthetic makeup. We use baboons as an original source. Build a suit that would change the shape of our actors to look sort of ape-like, but at the same time fantasy-like, and have that fairy tale kind of ogreish quality to them. And then use makeups to change their faces, and then really finding their anatomy with things like gloves, which are sculpted in the shape of hands, feet, which are much, much bigger than the real feet.
This director is very visual, so there was a lot of contact through drawing.
So we decided with each character, we'd sort of follow a theme.
The elves are all green and leaf-like, the giants are sort of woody, and the ogres are organic. The fairies also, because they never wanted Victorian fairies. They always wanted rather hip, modern fairies. We've gone very hip, very much more modern.
Hi, I'm standing here with the director, Tommy O'Haver. What are we doing here today?
Well, we're here on this beautiful day in New York to celebrate the opening of Ella Enchanted, a film with Anne Hathaway and Hugh Dancy and a lot of other fun people in it.
I'm here on the red carpet at the Ella Enchanted premiere with Anne Hathaway, our star of the film. Anne, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's very sunny out today, but I'm doing well.
How do you feel right now? You must be so excited.
I'm feeling extremely excited and very grateful. A lot of very special people are here today, and it's kind of the first time people from school and people from home and people from kind of my job have all come together and like kind of had a party. So it feels really good. And plus, it's pretty cool like being on that poster. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, really.
Feels weird but good. So what is it like having girls screaming your name and all going crazy over you?
Well, I guess you could get used to it. Actually, I had a little bit of practice in the film because, my character in the movie is constantly being chased across the whole country by screaming girls, so it's like not such a shock as it might have been.
Oh my God!
So what was it like working with Hugh Dancy? Cool guy?
Oh, so cool. We got to be really, really good friends over the course of filming, so we had a great time sort of running around Ireland and, playing fairy tale people. It was nice.
Yeah. And actually, Anne and I got a chance to record together.
Yes, we did. Well, not together, but we're together on the song.
Right, together on the song, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. It's a cool song.
Can I hear a little bit of it?
Don't go breaking my heart.
Hey. I'm here with Vivica A. Fox, who plays the fairy godmother, Lucinda. Can you tell me a little bit about her?
Yes, I play Lucinda Perryweather, and I am the fairy godmother of Ella, and I give Ella the infamous gift of obedience, which basically sets off the whole tone of the movie and sets off Ella on her journey of life and a couple of wonderful adventures.
Sitting right here. What do you think makes this movie such a family-oriented film?
I think that it's because it's fun, but it's clever. There's a lot of very good humor. It's more like a sort of Shrek-y type humor. It's kind of smart. It's not like cutesy kid stuff. It's very, it's a very good adult kid crossover thing.
I'm here with Carrie Elwes, who plays the evil uncle of Prince Char. How are you doing?
The evil uncle.
How is it playing such an evil character?
Great fun, delicious.
And how was it working with Hugh Dancy?
He's great, and Anne is just phenomenal. I mean, you saw the picture, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's great. It's one of those films that we had high hopes for it, but once I saw it, I mean, it went far beyond my expectations. It really is like a cross between Wizard of Oz and Shrek and Princess Bride. It's just great.
So what exactly inspired you to write such an awesome book?
I wrote it because I was taking a class in writing for kids and I had to write something and I couldn't think of a story. So I thought I'd do Cinderella.
Well, this being your first premiere, is this exciting? Is this what you expected it to be?
I'm not used to hearing my name so much. But yeah, no, apart from that, it's fantastic. Everybody's been very, very welcoming.
I'm here with Parminder Nagra, and how do you feel right now?
I'm just excited. I saw the film a few weeks ago. I'm just really excited to see it again. It's just so much fun and just such a visual feast when you watch it with so many great special effects that, you know, it's just enjoyable to be here again. And it's warm and it's sunny in New York, which is nice.
For once, right?
Yes. I'm here with Lucy Punch, who plays the evil stepsister. Can you tell me a little bit about your character?
I'm thoroughly nasty and mean and just one of the worst characters in it, and I'm horrible to the lovely Annie Hathaway, Ella, the entire movie, so I don't think I'm going to be very popular with the kids. I'm scared of walking down the street having things thrown at me.
Well, was it fun to be bad?
It was really good fun. It was really good fun, and well, those characters, you get to behave and say things that you wouldn't dream of ever doing normally, so yeah, it was great fun.
I heard that your boyfriend in the film is actually a book.
He's a book, yeah.
What's up with that? How?
Yeah, it's a spell that got put on him.
I see.
And because I'm such a bad fairy, I can't
change
him
back.
out of it.
I see.
Yeah, but you have to watch the movie because it all comes right in the end.
Okay.
I think it'd be kind of cool to have a boyfriend who was a book. You could just like close him up and like put him back in the
You don't wanna
bookshelf
talk
when you
to
had
him
enough.
anymore,
It's
just
like, all
close
right,
him right
honey,
up.
I'll see you tomorrow.
What do you hope the kids will get out of this movie?
What I hope that people get from Ella Enchanted is just basically the knowledge that you can do anything you want. You have the strength inside of you to do anything, and don't be afraid of new experiences because you never know who you'll meet and what you'll learn.
I love premieres in New York. We're so grateful that today it's an afternoon premiere and the weather cooperated. It's not cold. I've got on my nice little white dress, and I think we're springing forward, and I'm really glad that the weather cooperated. I mean, this is big time. This is actually my second premiere in New York. The first one was Kill Bill, and now we're going to get enchanted with Ella.
Well, are you excited to be here at the premiere?
Absolutely. No, get me out of here. Bye.
We've seen them looking glamorous on the red carpet.
Now, let's see them in action in Ella Enchanted.
Ella Frel, hi, how you doing?
Everybody was very much in agreement as to who they wanted for the cast, and particularly Anne.
I'd seen Anne in The Princess Diaries, and I thought she was pretty amazing in that.
We were looking for sort of a young Lucille Ball or Carol Burnett, somebody who had beauty, brains, and wasn't afraid of doing physical comedy.
I think that there's been a big mistake here. See, I'm pro-ogre.
Pro-ogre.
Absolutely. I led a rally on your behalf the other day. Maybe you heard about it?
Even when we were doing a fight scene, she just went down into the splits. And I went, okay, she can sing, she can dance, she can act, she's beautiful, and she can do the splits. I don't think it's fair, really.
Yes, I get to sing in this film.
Sing!
I even said, hey, Anne, if you do Ella, don't you want to sing and dance? And at the time, she said, no, I couldn't do that in a movie.
So I kind of said thanks, but no thanks.
But then, of course, once we got her to Ireland,
He eventually kind of twisted my arm and convinced me that it was the right thing to do and made me feel better by choosing a truly great song, which is Somebody to Love by Queen.
Got no feel, I got no rhythm. I just keep losing my beat. I'm okay, I'm alright. She's alright, she's alright. There's no defeat. I just gotta get out of this prison cell. One day I'm gonna be free, Lord. Somebody, can anybody find me? Somebody to love.
she is a born performer. Once you put that microphone in front of her and then put a spotlight on her, she just goes to town. She's incredible.
Somebody to love.
Hugh Dancy, I think, is going to be the next huge heartthrob.
We went to London and auditioned him, and it's just like, oh my
my God. I mean, he was so perfect.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh?
I have many.
Oh.
I'm kidding. You shouldn't believe everything you read in Medieval Teen. This is Ella. Ella of Frel. Ella, this is my Uncle Edgar.
Carrie Elways, we love.
Remember, image is everything.
It was great to bring Carrie into this film since he played the young hero in The Princess Bride. So we thought it might be just a little bit ironic to make him that sort of, mustache-twirling villain.
Oh dear, how clumsy of me. Pick it up. Very good. Now touch your toes.
Oh! Oh, no.
Oh, yes. And while you're about it, why don't you pat your head and rub your tummy at the same time? Now jump up and down.
Oh, this is fabulous! It's a fun character, it really is. It's I get to have all the fun scenes.
Once we had our principal cast together, we really had the goal of building a really eclectic international cast.
Ouch! Wow! Whoa. What the? This isn't the salad bar at Frelli's.
Lucinda! Lucinda!
Vivica Fox, so funny. We wanted somebody who had real sparkle and real pizzazz.
Let's talk about that costume. I didn't imagine her looking anything like I ended up looking. It made a girl get up every morning and do her crunches and watch what I eat, that's for sure.
Aren't I fabulous?
Excuse me. I must go and prepare the vat of bleach for Hattie's mustache.
Minnie Driver has a certain elegance and otherworldly quality about her, so we thought she would make a great fairy godmother.
I'm not the most talented fairy. Anyway, this book is my boyfriend, Benny.
Hey!
Parminda Nagra, who plays Ella's best friend, Arita, is such a wonderful actress.
Why do you always do what Hattie tells you to do?
I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Tell the truth.
Joanna Lumley, who plays Dame Olga. She's just so funny. Heidi Klum is one of our giants.
Giants are supposed to be big, ugly, and mean. It's because of stories like Jack and the Beanstalk. I've never said fee, fi, fo, fum in my whole entire life. Stinking Grimm brothers.
We wanted different flavors in the movie and felt that all these different people would bring that. We had so much fun.
Seeing the movie sooner than anyone else is not the only exciting part of the premiere.
There's also the after parties, where the stars hang out. So I'm here at the after party at Dylan's Candy Bar.
Do you like the movie? Yeah. So did you guys have fun at the premiere? It was so much fun.
Hey, what about the prince? Think he was cute?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a crush? Yeah, you want to meet him? He's right over there.
I wanted to make a movie that reminds me of my childhood and the movies I used to love to go and see.
At times it's a romance, at other times it's slapstick. That's what I like about it.
One of the reasons we were able to really do whatever we want with that is because it is a fantasy.
It's about someone finding their heart. It's very beautiful in that sense.
What Ella learns is to respect her own opinion, to make her own decisions. It's a real story of liberation.
Wishes can come true.
Thank you for watching our premiere special.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was cool. Hanging out in New York, catching all the excitement firsthand.
Remember, as you follow your dreams, know that anything is possible.
Just make sure you watch out for those ogres along the way.
Believe the voice inside of you. Live out your dreams and make them true. Through your eyes you help me see. With your love you set me free. Wishes can come true. If you believe in love, wishes can come true. If you believe in love, wishes can come true. If you believe in love, if you believe.
This is Frau. It's socks.
So does poverty. So if you know what's good for you, you'll make nice to Sir Moneybags and his wretched little girl. Just because your dimwit father was jailed for bankruptcy doesn't mean that we have to suffer the rest of our lives.
Fine. Socks.
Are you right for Prince Charles? Oh, I have got to take this, please. Where's my quill?
Not in my bag.
Olive, you're too stupid to be a good liar.
I'm stupid enough to be anything I want. Olive, Olive, you...
Can it, girls? It's showtime. Is this the right address?
I called dibs on Ella's book. Olive? Olive? They don't have any pictures.
Olive, your feet are too big.
No. Olive, they're too... Olive, your feet are too big! Get off now!
Girls! I've told you, I will not have you divvying up Ella's possessions when she's barely left the house. We'll gather them all together and sell them.
What are you doing with Ella's things?
Just a little tidying up. What's that?
What? Nothing. It's personal.
Eye of newt, hoof of deer, make this letter disappear.
A letter for Ella? The Prince's coronation ball. He's invited that insolent little snip. Girls, go and dust off your ball gowns and pack your bags. I think I may have found you another chance at your future husband.
It started out like just another ordinary day. Now suddenly my life